Hey millionaire, there are loads of super rich people alive today, and they all approach their wealth in their own unique way. Some of them don't even look that rich because they live like an ordinary middle-class person. Some, like Warren Buffett, have more money than most of us could ever dream, but still live like they're poor. Seriously, if you haven't seen our video on him, you need to check it out. He's probably the only billionaire on earth who clips coupons. But there's one more way to be rich, and that's the way Jeff Bezos does it. We all know the Amazon billionaire is the richest person of all time. Recently, his net worth reached a mind-blowing $200 billion. But with tech stocks dropping, his net worth is back down to just over $100 billion right now. Still, that's so much cash that even his filthy rich friends have a reason to be jealous. And Bezos loves it. Unlike other billionaires who can be pretty modest, Bezos really leans into his wealth. Even by billionaire standards, he lives a flamboyant, lavish lifestyle. And that's exactly what this video is all about. Here are 4 ways that Bezos lives large with all his cash. Number 4. His super yacht has a yacht. Can you name a billionaire that doesn't own a super yacht? I can't. It's almost a requirement to buy one when your net worth tops $1 billion. But Bezos has taken the super yacht game to a new level. His yacht has been under construction since last year, and it's taking so long to build it because it's ginormous. The yacht is worth $500 million and is 417 feet long, making it the largest of its kind ever to be built. Also, it has its own yacht. The second yacht does have a purpose though. See, the sails on the main yacht are so big that they've made it difficult to land a helicopter on the yacht, because you have to have a helicopter on your yacht if you're Jeff Bezos. The second yacht is a support yacht with a helipad that can sail alongside the super yacht for easy helicopter landing. But if you're picturing a 20-foot support vessel, you don't know Bezos. The support yacht is actually 246 feet long, and it can accommodate 45 people. Jeff's backup yacht is bigger than most billionaires' main yachts. You probably heard about this yacht when the news reported that a historic bridge in Rotterdam was going to be dismantled to get the yacht to the ocean. But the company building the yacht has found another way to free the yacht that doesn't affect the bridge, which has made many people in Rotterdam very happy. Can you hit subscribe before Bezos makes another $12,500? You have 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's one new subscription for you and another $12,500 for Jeff. And he didn't even notice. Keep watching to hear more about his lavish lifestyle. Number 3. He's collecting properties like they're trading cards and building Frankenstein mansions. I'm not exaggerating. Bezos has been steadily buying up luxury properties up and down the US for years. Even weirder than that, he seems to love buying up all mansions in the area and sticking them together with expensive renovations to create Frankenstein-style mega mansions. It started with his 2 homes in the exclusive Medina neighborhood in Seattle. That's one 20,600 square foot home, plus another 8,300 square foot home spread across 3.5 acres, which he bought in 1998 when he first founded Amazon. This has been his primary residence since then, and in 2010, he bought the 24,000 square foot home next door that came with another 5 acres of land. He has just spent $28 million to renovate his properties there, but I guess he felt he wanted more space, so he splashed out for the third house, which was listed for $53 million at the time, although we don't know what Bezos actually paid for it. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. In 1999, he bought 3 units in a building called the Century, located in Manhattan's Lincoln Square neighborhood. He bought those 3 spaces from Sony music exec Tommy Mottola for $7.65 million. But in 2012, he added another 1,725 square foot unit next door for $5.3 million. You'd think that would be enough property in Manhattan, but in 2019, he bought another trio of apartments in another Manhattan building at Madison Square Park. This time, it was a 3-floor penthouse with a ballroom and an adjoining 4-bedroom apartment. It cost him $80 million. He then added a 4th unit in the building to his purchase for another $16 million, and then he bought another one for $23 million. Over in Texas, he owned a 30,000-acre property called Corn Ranch, We don't know how much he paid for it, but it now serves as the base of operations for his aerospace company, Blue Origin. In Beverly Hills, he owns an 11,900 square foot Spanish-style mansion, which he bought for $24.45 million, but has since expanded with a couple renovations. It obviously features a tennis court, swimming pool, and a 6-car garage. He also bought the $12.9 million home next door, and he owns another property in the area, worth $10 million. Moving over to another state, he owns not one, but 2 mansions in Washington, D.C. One of them used to be a textile museum and is well known as one of the largest houses in the state. He bought them for a total of $23 million because he originally wanted to combine them into one Frankenstein mega mansion. And he might be doing it right now, because rumor has it, a renovation has been in the planning stage since 2018. It will cost him another $12 million. In 2020, he also bought the house across the road for $5 million because it had a view of his textile museum mansion, and he didn't want anyone living in the house and looking at him. His most recent purchase is a compound that set a record as the most expensive property sold in Maui. The Hawaiian property features 2 huge houses and a private beach, and it cost Bezos $78 million. What all this means is that Bezos owns properties worth an impossible total of $578 million. And that's just an estimate. It could be even higher. Nobody's home is safe from this man. It looks like he's addicted to buying property. Number 2. He has a private jet and doesn't care who knows it. Bezos made headlines again in 2021 with his unusual approach to fixing climate change. He was invited to the COP26 summit, the UN's climate change summit that brings together world leaders to try and solve the climate crisis. And he did show up to the summit, but it was in the way he arrived that made headlines. His chosen mode of transportation to the summit was his Gulfstream 650ER private jet. This jet is the favorite among billionaires at the moment. Even Elon Musk owns one, and it's pretty impressive. It's one of the biggest private jets that money can buy, and it boasts Rolls-Royce engines that can reach speeds of up to Mach 0.25, or 709 miles per hour, for those of us who aren't used to measuring our transport by the speed of sound. It retails for $65 million, and it's clearly a beautiful machine. As you probably guessed, the problem is it's not exactly fuel efficient. And let's face it, it does seem a little hypercritical to show up to a climate summit in a gas-guzzling, ozone-destroying private jet. But would you expect anything different from Bezos? And finally, the most lavish thing he does is number 1. He spent insane amounts of cash to catch a glimpse of space. You have to be living under a rock to have missed the billionaire space race. Instead of just asking NASA to let him hitch a ride on one of the rockets, the billionaires decided to build their own. It won't surprise you that building a company that designs spaceships is going to cost serious cash. But Bezos has a personal net worth that's 10 times bigger than NASA's annual budget. So I don't think he cared. Bezos' Blue Origin space company is actually just a side hustle when you think about it. In total, he spent about $5.5 billion on it. It's a mind-blowing amount of cash. But not to Bezos. All that money was invested just so he could spend 4 minutes in space. 4 minutes! To us normal people, or even to most multi-millionaires, $5.5 billion for a 4-minute ride is way too pricey. When you break it down, that's $1.38 billion per minute. Has anyone told him that Disneyland exists? The rides might not be cheap, but they're much more affordable than that.